Very true. Very, very true. Great, great statements. And that is our world. And then the other thing too, it's getting you where you want, getting us where we want to go. But it's also when we're on those vacations, we're not sitting with it in the back of our head that, oh my goodness, I'm going to be so far behind. This is all going on my credit card, or, how am I going to pay this off? It's like, I'm going on vacation and I'm relaxing. I don't have to think about where these funds are coming from. I don't have to worry about paying 21, 22 upwards on my credit card when I get home because I can't pay it off. So making those smart, confident decisions at the start of the game is what's going to make you the winner at the end of the game. And the winner is the winner of your life. Nobody else's, but your life. And exactly. And that's the thing. It's embracing, moving forward, embracing that change and getting the results that you want. I talk to a lot of young people these days, or a lot of parents of younger people these days. And I hear so often, and owning a home is such a big privilege to so many people. And it's probably one of the biggest investments you'll ever make. And I hear so many people say to me, we'll never be able to own a home in this economy. We'll never be able to own a home in BC because prices are so high. Oh, they are, absolutely. But if that's what you want to do, let's find a way to make that happen. Let's break it down into realistic, achievable goals that can make that happen. Maybe you're not going to go out and your first home's going to be a $2 million or a $3 million home. Maybe your first home is going to be, an $800,000, $900,000 condo. That's one bedroom and den. Maybe it's small, but it's still yours. And that's how we start to build and grow to move into your next stage of your home ownership, the next stage of your home ownership. So taking that first step again is making that decision of sitting down with someone like myself and planning it out and just being forward on what is it that's important to you. Because then we'll together put it into a real picture that it's going to come to true life and flourish for you, because we're going to make a plan that's going to allow you to build the savings to get that down payment on whether it's a house, car, or whatever. But it breaks my heart when I hear people say, oh, I'll never be able to own a house, or I'll never be able to do this, because I get it's tough, believe me, but we can make it work. Yeah, that's so true. What lifestyle do you want to do? What commitments, or pardon me, what lifestyle do you want to have? What commitments are you prepared to make? And, you know, what are you going to do when it becomes uncomfortable? Are you going to make that decision to stay the road and let it be uncomfortable? Or are you going to go back to saying, I'm going to just make the decision to not put that money away for now. So you need to be uncomfortable to be comfortable, and you need to make that decision to stay the route so that you can be proud of yourself and you can celebrate those wins. So again, when we talk about why people avoid financial decisions for so long, it comes back to money is a very emotional thing. It's not logical. So we run money from our heart. We don't run money decisions from our logic and our thinking. So people will put off making that decision and avoid the financial decisions just because they have the fear of being judged, they have shame, or it's going to confirm what their worries are. Like if I go and sit down with someone and someone says, hey, yeah, we're going to be tight on getting to that goal, that's a big worry for people. Doesn't mean we're not going to get there. And they're afraid of hearing, no, that goal will never be achieved. And that's the another reason why people just will pull away, not make those financial decisions because now they feel shameful because I wanted this goal, I left it too long. Someone's going to judge me because I left it too long. So I might as well just not deal with it at all, which really makes it worse in the long term as we move forward. Um, Avoidance of making that final decision, it feels safer. And in the short term, it might feel safer, and it is safer, but in the long term, it's really costly because you haven't started to build your wealth, you haven't started to investments, you haven't started meeting those goals. And for every dollar that you've got sitting in your pocket, that dollar is not going to grow because it's not working for you. And that's where I like how you said, Anna, you pull it back to that dollar's your employee. So if you're going to pay that dollar to your employee, are you going to be okay if they sit all day and do nothing? No. So take that dollar, take that employee, give them direction on what they want to do, and let it work for you. Let it grow. And when people understand that and can get past that feeling of the path of resistance and make that decision and just start that financial journey, they're going to feel so much better themselves. Their money is going to work hard for them. They're going to hit their goals and they will walk through life so financially sound and healthy that that's going to take the major stress away from them. Yeah, and that's very good analogy. And on that side, I've done that exercise with people as well. And told them to kind of take it away. There's no right or wrong answers on it. But think about, what did you hear growing up about finances? Or what do you hear in your circle of friends right now? What are they saying about finances? Is it you'll always have an abundance or everything will be okay, it always works out? Or, are you hearing, did you grow up hearing that, you're never going to have enough? Or no, can't do that. We can't buy that. No, we don't have this. And start to weed that out because those psychology is an amazing analogy of what our beliefs are because our brain will absorb stuff we hear without realizing how impactful it is on our beliefs moving forward. So sometimes just journaling and writing all that down weeds out the things that are your negative thoughts about it doesn't matter what it is in life, but we're looking at finances right now, but it'll weed out those negative thoughts on finances so that you can continue to grow to be a better part of yourself.